Hello, my friends. Welcome to the What's Up in Makeup chat. I always feel like I'm not prepared every time this thing comes on. How is everybody doing? It's so good to have you here. I'm actually dressed and ready today. I was scrambling to get everything together. I've got a whole table full of goodness to talk to you guys about things that I would recommend and not recommend that you would get for your Sephora coupon and your Ulta coupon. The deal is that, at least as far as my understanding, we can ask the collective brain in a moment about the Ulta sale, because I'm a little confused about the Ulta sale a little bit, but we'll get into that in a second. So Sephora is having a sale where I believe it's 10% off for VIBs for the entire store and 15% off for VIB rouges for the entire store. Now you have to use your card in order to get, if you like go in through your account in order to get the discount. You don't need like a special like code or anything. You just need to be you using your account in order to use the discount. Now with Ulta, they're sending out email coupons. Now, I did not get my email coupon. So I talked to the collective brain over on Periscope, and they were saying that you have to email Ulta and say, hey, I didn't get my coupon, and they will email it to you. I'm not sure how long the coupons are good for, but supposedly they are out now. So I believe platinum is 20% off anything. And then if you're not platinum, I think it's 20% off with some exceptions, is my understanding. But we'll talk to the collective brain and make sure that those are the exact deals. Now, I'm pretty sure that the Sephora one goes, I think, from the 7th to the 14th, I want to say. Sorry, I was getting ready, and I'm like, I didn't have time to like double check everything. It's like 10 o'clock came really fast. So I'm gonna go into the collective brain right now. Let me pause this. I'm gonna go into the collective brain right now and just make sure. Let's see, Julie says she got an email from Ulta, 20% off. Yes, yes. And then they're good until the 9th, April 9th, Nikki says, at Ulta. Thank you so much. And I'm spoiled by the collective brain because, you know, I don't need to know anything because they'll be here to back me up. It's terrible. It's a terrible spoiling. Tabitha was the first one here. Hello, Tabitha. I'm going to take a second and just say hello to the people in the collective brain. And then we'll get into the products. Now, it's not just going to be me recommending these things. It's going to be the 100 people or so that are watching this live. Usually we have anywhere from 50 to about 300 people watching live. So I'm going to be reading in the collective brain all of their wonderful ideas as well. And then that way we can all work together and make sure we only buy the most awesome things. So we don't have to worry about returning things, especially if we don't have an Ulta or Sephora near us and we can't drive an hour to go there and we're ordering online. You know what I mean? We want to save you some time and some money this morning. So let me say hi to the collective brain of makeup awesomeness. And they're over here. Let's see. Tabitha, hello. Melissa and Kenzie. Good morning. Good morning to Caroline and Sarah and Erica and Snape's Honey. Hello. And good morning to Cheyenne and Shannon K. Hello. I'm glad that you're here. Sandra, good morning. Rachel, good morning. Kristen, hello. We are having a good weekend. I'm awfully sad, Kristen, that I have to go back to work tomorrow. This was like the best spring break. It was wonderful. Just taking care of business. You know what I'm saying? Julie, good morning. Amanda, good morning. Liz, good morning. Good morning, everybody. First live stream from Melissa. Well, welcome to you. The Gold Digger, good morning. And Kyla, good morning. She's getting ready. She's going to be here for just a little while. And good morning, Diana, Denise, and Holly and Ashley. All right, I'm going to scroll down to the current chat. If I didn't say your name, thank you for being here, and good morning to you. All right, Rachel says, hey, I love you. I love you too. Julie said her spring break just started, and I am so jealous of you. All right, good morning, Debbie. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and go into some of the products. Now, I've kind of got a mishmash here. I've got drugstore products for those of you that like the Ulta drugstore side. I've got some stuff there for you. I've got some high-end stuff, both Ulta and Sephora. So let's go ahead and get rocking. Oh, and I also want to tell you what I bought with the coupon. My friend Shannon, who always has my back, my Shannon Q, she sent me her Ulta coupon because she can't use hers in Canada because apparently the coupons are not good in Canada. I don't know. It's very upsetting. Oh, Krista, good morning. Krista at mymonthlyobsessions.com. Yes, hello, Krista. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to miss you. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I love you. Okay, yes, it is a peach palette. There's a peach palette over here. We're going to be talking about that in a moment. I also want to tell you what I got with Shannon's coupon. I could have emailed and gotten my own coupon, but since Shannon had one and she wasn't going to use it, just easier to use Shannon. So that's what I did, and I'll tell you what I got later. All right, let's go ahead and start off at the drugstore side of Ulta, and then we'll work our way over. Yes, there is a peach palette. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to get the peach palette for the sale, but I did want to mention it. So the first thing I wanted to mention is Makeup Revolution products. Now, these are relatively new to my collection. I have used this one the most. This is the Girls on Film palette, and I've really been enjoying this. And you can see there's shades for lots and lots and lots of different skin tones here, and it's very enjoyable to use. It was my #1 in my countdown this month as far as the best product that I tried in the month of March, and they're just really easy to use. Very got a nice separation of color. They don't muddy on the eyes, which is really fabulous. And then you've got a nice mix of mattes here. The mattes are all down here, and then you've got mostly satins over here. You do have some shimmers. Well, not shimmers. I guess they're like satin, mostly satins you've got in here. This one is a very light satin. There really isn't much of a sheen to that one. Some of these get really shimmery in the middle, but there's no sparkler glitter. It's just more of a sheen. Very, very nice here. I also got the iconic one. Now, let me show you this. I meant to get this. Hold on a second. I want to show you the comparison. Here we go. Okay, I want to show you the comparison. We'll do a little bit of swatching because I haven't done this yet. This is the Makeup Revolution iconic one right there. And we're going to go ahead and compare that to the Lorac. This is the Lorac Mega Pro. And I'm just going to grab a random shade that looks similar. Let's do Champagne, and I'm going to do finger swatches just so you can get the tone, but you know that the best way to tell whether a shade is good is to really put it on your eye, or at least put it on with a brush, so please keep that in mind. So finger #1 is going to be Lorac, finger #2 is the Iconic, and we'll do finger #3 is going to go into this Naked palette, and we're going to swatch Sin, which is a very famous shade. I'm getting dug a little deep in that one. In too deep. Say I'm in too deep. Oh, and I accidentally got a little bit of eyeliner there that I didn't wash off. Sorry about that. Okay, so Lorac, Makeup Revolution, Sin. Okay, so here is Lorac, here's Makeup Revolution, and here's Urban Decay's Sin. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So if you are looking for a good dupe for either the Lorac Pro or the Naked, the Urban Decay Naked, this is where you want to go. I feel like this quality-wise seems to be, in my limited experience with it, seems to be one of the best dupes that I have seen as far as quality. It's a little cheesy looking. I have to say, it kind of reminds me of those cheesy little e.l.f. palettes that are really powdery and horrible, but it works. It's very nice. So yeah, they're very nice. So definitely a recommend on these as far as definitely worth trying. I also got this is the Mermaid palette. Now this one, this says Mermaids Forever. Now this one, I have found a few miss shades in here. This one over here was a big miss. I've used a few shades in here. This one wasn't quite as amazing for me, but it's very fun. It's a fun one to play with. I definitely think that it's kind of where, this one seems to be kind of where my Coastal Scents palettes are as far as awesomeness. It's okay. It's all right. This one I don't love as much as I'm loving the other two, just as a suggestion. And I'd love to hear in the collective brain what everyone else is thinking about Makeup Revolution products. I did get a blush from them as well, and then I have a highlighter. Now this highlighter from Makeup Revolution is the Baked Highlighter in Peach Lights. This is the only one that they had left. Now this does not go on super, super opaque. It's not, you're not going to get a Becca highlight out of this. It's not going to be Mary Luminizer. It's not going to be that big, bright, bold, opaque pop of color. It's going to give you, though, a very nice glow. And it lasts for me just as long, if not a little bit longer than the Becca. The Becca disappears on me within like 3 hours. The Becca is gone. This one will last me 4 or 5 hours. So for a highlighter for me, I'm pretty happy with it. And it's beautiful. You see the design in there? It's absolutely gorgeous. And I do have one of the blushes. I don't want to dig for it right now, but I know it's over there. And the blush was very nice as well. That's all I've gotten from the brand. Really enjoying it. Amanda says that she loves their blush. They're so pigmented. And then Krista says the prices for Makeup Revolution are crazy. They're very inexpensive. Let's see. What else? What else is going on? Ooh, Tracy says, yes, the blush and highlight palette is pretty darn great. Okay, I'm trying to read to see if there's anything in here having to do with the topic. The blush palette I got, Krista says the blush palette I got comes with 2 highlighters and it's good. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Collective Brain, on that one. Now let's go ahead and talk about a brand that is only available online at Ulta, and it's JCat Beauty. I was really sad to see JCat Beauty didn't make it in their stores. A couple of recommends for them would be their blushes. These I think are like $2 or $3 on their website, but especially these big trio eyeshadows. They are so super fab, so super fab. Let me see if I can get a swatch on this JCat. This one is in the shade Cherry Fudge Sundae. They are all shimmer, so don't expect to get a complete look out of one of these babies. Kind of swatch it over here. Of course, it's peachier. I was just trying to find something similar, but yes. So yeah, I mean, it's really a very, very nice product. It's very creamy, very long wearing, and the shade selection is beautiful. I've also heard wonderful things about from the Collective Brain about these eyeshadows, that they're very wonderful. Now, I do want to tell you, these were sent to me for review a very long time ago, but I do like to mention that, of course, that doesn't affect my review at all, like as far as me telling you an honest review. The fact that they sent these to me, they sent these to me so long ago. My commitment to them is way done. But I still talk about them because I still absolutely love them. And they are still online. Krista said JCat was in a store 2 months ago and then they left. Exactly. Good to know they're still online. They are still online. Oh my gosh, Mirelli's here. Hello, Mirelli's a hashtag Paralove. Mirelli's like big in the Paraloves. Yes. All right. Last thing for Drugstore. Oh no, a couple more things. I wanted to do a little shout out to some Kardashian Beauty. This was the #2 on my countdown. This is the blush in Loire Ombre, #15. It's a wonderful, wonderful blush. It's very buildable. I would compare this to my high-end blushes. It is fantastic. I don't want to love it because I don't love the Kardashians. Did you guys see that music video? Oh my gosh, what was that? It was like, it made absolutely no sense. Like, I don't know. I guess some music videos just don't make sense, but oh my gosh, the music video that went out, I'm talking about for Kylie Cosmetics for the lip glosses. It was like all about crime and robbing people. And it was like, really? That's what you're doing with your lip glosses? You're robbing people? Like, oh no. Anyway, so yeah, so with that, I do really like the blush, though. I'm also really, really liking the mascara as well. The mascara is fantastic. This is the one in, it's called the Quickie. I'll show you the wand very quickly. It's kind of Christmas tree shaped. It's not the most magical mascara ever, but it's very nice, especially if you already have longer lashes and you just need a little bit of volume. This is really fab. What I wanted to show you for reals was these for Drugstore. This is a Lash Sensational by Maybelline. This is my holy grail Drugstore mascara. It is super fab, the one in the pink tube. This one's also really good. This is the one that's called the Luscious Full Fan Effect. There's just a difference in the wand. I feel like the formula is very similar. So that one's turned that way, and then this one. All right, and then this one's shaped like that. So yes, very good. Melanie says, my favorite mascara. I mean, it's really good. There's no reason to buy high-end mascaras when these exist. There's no reason. There's no reason. These are good. These are really good, and I think they're better. So that's just me. And everybody's like, I love that one. Julie says, I love the Lash Sensational. Court says, I love that mascara. And Tabitha's over here making people laugh. All right. One thing I wanted to show you that I thought was very mediocre was the Benefit Tinted Primer. They're real. This is supposed to go on before your mascara to give you an extra length and volume. I really like my my Lancome Sills Booster XL way better than this. I feel like it works a little bit. Like if you've already got some help on your lashes, you may really enjoy this. But if you've got short, sparse lashes like me, don't really do a whole lot. It's definitely not worth the price tag. Definitely not, especially when this exists. Because this is going to give it to you without that. And this doesn't really help this one that much. Like, it's just, you Okay, so that's kind of all I have for drugstore. Oh no, I have one more thing. Okay, this is a shout out to Valerie. Okay, Valerie in the community. Whenever I'm getting ready, oh no, I have two more things for drugstore. Valerie, whenever. Hi, Deepa and Gina. Gina says, Sills has become my jam. Yes. So anyway, I got distracted. So anyway, Valerie, whenever I'm getting ready on Periscope, she's always like, we're looking for lip colors, looking for lip colors, looking for lip colors. Valerie's like, Jen, Touch of Spice by Maybelline. Just try it. Just try it. And every time she's right. Every single time she's right. I want to specifically recommend the Maybelline Matte Lipstick in Touch of Spice. This is, I don't know what these are called, the Color Sensationals. This shade specifically. And I can see this working on so many skin tones. It is just stinking gorgeous. Maybe I should just put it on. I have on right now milk something. What's it called? It's in the lip kit. The Sephora lip kit. Oh, sorry, I totally just kicked the chair. I'm sorry. Milky Way by Laura Mercier is what I'm wearing today. And I'm going to just pop this right on top. I mean, for reals, for reals. It's a gorgeous shade, and it matches with this. It matches with everything. It's so good, so good. Shannon says, I love Touch of Spice. Those matte lipsticks are awesome. Totally agree. Kyla says, Daringly Nude is also beautiful. Cheyenne says, Touch of Spice is my go-to lip. And Kaylee says, yes, Touch of Spice. And then Tanya says, you should try the Tarte Lip Sculptors. I got a VIP, and it's perfect. Would be great for anyone. Roa says, has anyone used Mary Luminizer? Mary Luminizer is fabulous. Amanda says Maybelline lipsticks are the jam. And then Gina says, I love Touch of Spice. Morelli says that the line is fantastic. I missed the exact words, but she was giving it a thumbs up. Rosie says, Lust for Blush is another great color in that line. And Rosie, thank you for setting your alarm. I know that you had to do that. You did that for me because you were up last night on Instagram, and I appreciate you being sleepy here in the chat. I appreciate you. I noticed these things. So I'm going to go ahead and Cheryl says, Mary Luminizer is life. And Caroline says, I love Touch of Spice. So Collective Brain is definitely rallying around Touch of Spice. Rachel says, hi, Collective Brain. I know this isn't Ulta or Sephora, but does anyone have any thoughts or reviews on the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette? I've only seen pictures, but want to hear more before I buy. What I can tell you off topic for just a quick second, Nikki6543, who is one of my good friends. She is now on Periscope, so you can follow her on Periscope. She's also at Nikki6543 on Instagram and Nikki6543.blogspot.com. So anyway, Nikki says that that is her Holy Grail palette. Is Nikki here? I didn't even see Nikki here yet. Steph says she loves it too, and Steph is amazing. I trust both of them with my children and all of my makeup collection. I would trust them. And Emily says she loves the Violet Voss Holy Grail. So there you go. So you've got lots of recommends from all over the Collective Brain. I mean, a lot of people are saying that too. Snape's Honey says, I like the Balms Meet Matte Hughes collection. Rachel says, can you do a perfume collection eventually? Y'all don't want to see my perfume collection. My perfume collection, you want to see it? I'll show you real quick. Here, hold on a minute. This is off topic. You guys get me off topic. This is not exciting. This is what it looks like. I don't get full sizes because I'm very fickle when it comes to my perfume. So they're mostly Scentbirds. I got a few full sizes up there, but nothing epic. Nothing epic. All right. So anyway, what's wrong with my camera? Hold on a minute. Oh no. Did my camera fall? Let's go up. Sorry. Thank you, Deepa. My camera fell. Thank you, Deepa, because I'm not looking at myself, so I need your help with that. Thank you so much. Okay, good. Rollerballs are the best. They're amazing. And they sell rollerballs at Sephora and Ulta. Let's get back on topic. I'm so bad at getting off topic. I love Giorgio Armani C, Rachel. I love that one. It's a good one. It's a good one. And they do sell that at those places. Sorry about that, you guys. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. So let's go ahead. Oh, I wanted to tap into the Collective Brain and see if there was anything else drugstore that you think we should talk about. Yes, I do Scentbird, Cheryl, and I love it. And then Isu says, do a favorite nail video. I could do that. It'll be all juleps. Juleps are like by far my favorites. I didn't fix the camera again. Is it wrong? Is it messed up again? Hold on a minute. Let me put this. No, it's not messed up. It looks good now. Are you just laughing at me because it took me so long to fix it? Is that what it is? Is that what's happening? I'm going to put the camera over on the side, so in case that happens again, I can see myself. There we go. All right, there we go. Semper, it's fabulous. Waiting to see indie brand chat. I don't have enough. See, that's the Nikki thing. I don't have enough indie stuff. Tracy says the flower line by Drew Barrymore, but I don't think they sell that at Ulta and Sephora. Melissa says the Elf Mad for Matte palette. If you can find it at Ulta, I don't think they sell it at Ulta. I don't know. Drugstore brushes, use my e.l.f. blushes more than my high-end brushes. Oh, my e.l.f. brushes more than high-end brushes. Yes, and speaking of that, I meant to show you these. These are Real Techniques brushes. This one is from the Real Techniques Bold Metals line. This is the blush brush. I really like the Bold Metals I like the Bold Metals brushes. I also like the traditional line. This one is the blush brush, but I always use this for all of your face powder. And then this one is called the setting brush. I use this for setting powder down here. It's pretty fab. I've also used it for highlight. Am I like blurry? What is going on here? I've also used it for highlight. So definitely recommend on the Real Techniques brushes. So that was it for drugstore. Let's go ahead and move into some high-end stuff. Oh, Essence mascaras. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, Chris is like Essence mascaras in the pink tube. Yes. Yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and go into some of the high-end stuff that I recommend. So I know you guys are looking over here, so let's just talk about it. Let's get the pink elephant, the peach elephant out of the room. This is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Okay, if you have been dying to get this, and this is like, you're like, it's life, and you're like freaking out over it, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to get it. I will not be able to live. I will stop breathing right now if I don't have this palette. Just chill. It's okay. It's not as magical as everyone says it is. It's a nice palette, but I don't think that this is better than my original chocolate bar palette. I actually like the peanut butter palette better as far as the consistency of the quality of the shadows, but this also has more margin for error. But I mean, I'm going to do a whole review comparing the peach, the peanut butter and jelly, and the original chocolate bar palette. I'll do a whole review comparing them specifically, but I wouldn't. If you see this in the store and it's calling to you, I would say you could try it and then with the option to return. But don't die over it. It was not worth me staying up all night one night trying to get this. It was not worth it. I was trying to get the original launch. It wasn't worth all that. The scent is very candied peach, like everyone is saying, and it does taste very good. I did try it. I did taste my peach palette, and it was yummy. It was yummy. It tasted very good. But yeah, there isn't a whole lot of peach in it. I really do like the candied peach shade. That one reminds me a lot of the Sugar Pop palette, where it's kind of a matte with like some sparkle over top of it. It's very fun. And it looks like, you know, like Just Peachy and Bellini will be like these gorgeous colors, but they're very, like the peach colors are like the weakest in pigmentation, the hardest to work with. I do not have the Bonbons palette, even though I've heard wonderful things about it. Just watched a video of my friend Kristen Game, and she just reviewed the Bonbons palette and loves it. I really do, honestly, like if I were to pick out of the two to recommend, I would pick the peanut butter over the peach, just because I feel like the shades are more consistently good. Jelly swatches really, really bad, but it really does last a long time on the eyes. I was surprised at how well that performed. The one that didn't perform as well as far as the lasting power was Jammin', which surprised me. So, you know, I mean, I think you should go where your heart tells you to go, but if I were to recommend one, I would recommend the peanut butter over the peach. That's just me at this point. So that's just me. Mirelli says peaches last forever. Now, Mirelli, you have to tell me this. Mirelli is of a medium to deeper skin tone. When I first saw Mirelli swatch this on Periscope, you could not see it on her skin at all. It looked very, very weak. So Mirelli, you have to give me the update. How is the peach palette on your skin tone? You have to tell me. I need to know. The collective brain needs to know. Miss Kruger says the chocolate bar is the best, in my opinion, only one that I'm not allergic to, that and the Lorac. Interesting. Okay. Melanie's, wait, hold on a minute. Shannon says, I think I might like the Bonbons better than the OG chocolate bar. I haven't used that in a bit, though. Erica says, I love the PB&J palette. Anyone try the new Laura Geller highlighter? I have not, but I do have some Laura Geller products on the table. Sandy says, it seems peanut butter may be duped by Morphe 35O. I don't know that because I don't own the Morphe 35O. I've heard great things about it, though. Rosie says, get the Bonbons palette. You need it. I'm trying not to. You're a bad influence. All right, Bianca says, yeah, brown girl here, it's okay. So Bianca, you got this, and it was just okay for you. Elise says, I heard that the peach palette was pretty dupeable with other chocolate bar palettes. Let's see. Kristen says, Mirelli, darn, I missed your scope last night. Didn't get the notification. Gonna watch the replay. Okay, Mirelli says, nope, I have to pack it on and on and on, but it lasts forever. Another tip that Nikki gave us, because Nikki is like, you know, this is the thing. I think a lot of people that make YouTube videos think that they know everything. And just because you don't make YouTube videos doesn't mean you don't know everything. And Nikki is one of those people that knows everything. So one thing she taught me was to take some of these lighter shades, take Georgia or Peaches and Cream, pack that on the lid first before you put on the other shades. And it really increases the pop and the separation of the shades. So that's what I've been doing. And I've been having great success with it. So Deepa says, exchange the peach palette with the Bonbon. I can't. I got it off the Too Faced website, and I'm not going to send it back. Too Faced. That'd just be sad. Just be sad. So anyway, well, let's move on from the peach and the peanut butter, and let's move on to some other things. We talked about Laura Geller. Laura Geller, if you see any products in this little swirly form, they are so fabulous. I also have the highlighter, the older highlighter. Was it Gilded Honey, I think is what it's called. This one is in Papaya is the name of this shade. Oh my gosh, these are so amazing. These are at Ulta, and I love them. Oh my gosh, I love them. Look at that. It's insane. Insane. But it doesn't come off like that on the cheeks. It comes off very subtly on the cheeks, and it's buildable. That's like full strength clown face. This one is matte. Yes, I have some lotion on my hands. Let me put it on the other hand and make sure. It has a tad bit of a sheen to it, but it's not like crazy. Like it's the tiniest bit. I wouldn't say that it's fully matte. No, it's not fully matte, but it's really good. Gilded Honey is wonderful, especially if you are of not lighter than me, but a little deeper than me, because it's got that golden color. Like if you are like Mirelli's shade, you know what Mirelli looks like. If you're like a medium, like if you've got that Latina beautifulness, like Gilded Honey will be beautiful on you. And even deeper skin tones than that. Like, whoo! Speaking of blushes, I also wanted to give a shout out to the Becca blushes. I do want on my wish list for Sephora, when I get my sale, I want to get the new Becca shimmering blushes. I want to get at least one of those. I have the coral looking one, like the orangey one, the one that kind of looks like Tarte's Tipsy. I have that in my cart, and I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. Helen says, I've been consistently disappointed in Laura Geller products. Really? I am so surprised. Wow. Oh my goodness. Sandy says, I like the Geller blushes you're showing, not the highlighter. It sits on top of the skin. See, I haven't had that same experience. It's so strange. Shannon says, I love Laura Geller one in Ballerina, and it's beautiful as well, and she loves it. Very interesting. So this blush is a really good one. I use this one mostly for winter. This one is in Sweet Pea, just very pigmented. The lasting power on Becca stuff is not fab for me, but it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Mirelli says, awesome, just got Gilded Honey. And then Kiki says she loves Gilded Honey. Kiki is like medium to a little deeper than Mirelli. CYR says, I hate the Laura Geller foundations, but her blushes look so pretty. Alana says, but all the shimmer. Deepa says, I want Hourglass so bad. I like the Hourglass ones. Honestly, I like the Laura Geller ones better than the Hourglass ones. I do. I do. I like them better. I do. I can't help it. I do. I like them. I like them a lot. I can't help it. The Sephora sale is April through the 14th. I want to say it's like the 7th through the 14th, something like that. Jamie says, what are a few higher end must-haves with Slippy's foundation, highlighter, and brown? I don't know what that means. Powder bronzer. I don't know what that means. I'm so sorry. I'm not getting that. Cheryl says, I like her blushes, but her shadows are not for me. Yeah, I haven't had good luck with her shadows either, with Laura Geller's shadows. I haven't either. All right, so let's go ahead and go back into some of the other things I want to show you. I want to show you a couple of things from the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea collection, because this is very, very popular right now. I did return the eyeshadow palette, but not because it was bad. It was because it wasn't great, and I knew I wasn't going to reach for it. I knew with the collection that I have, I knew that it was something that was not going to get used. It was fine, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, amazing, I love this palette. You know what I mean? Lasting power was just okay. Cheryl wants to know, has anyone tried the new Josie Maran, Josie Maran foundation? I have heard wonderful things about that. Wonderful things about that. All right, so let's talk about the foundation. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. This is in the shade Light Neutral. Now this foundation goes on like a stinking dream. It is so gorgeous on my skin. It is beautiful, like leaves the most gorgeous natural finish. Also, it lasts forever. Like I have never had a foundation look the same. No, not the same. Not going to say the same. Have that much still on by the end of the day. The lasting power is wonderful. Here comes the rub. Here comes the rub. If you have fine lines, you may want to get a sample first. If you have big pores, you may want to get a sample first, because I have found this settles into my fine lines and also accentuates my pores by the end of the day. Thankfully, I do have smaller pores, so that doesn't really bother me a whole lot, and you can't really see it in my fine lines unless you look up really close. But if you do a close-up of my skin, like if we do a close-up shot of my skin at the end of the day with this, it does not look good. From a distance, I feel like I'm looking all right, but if you get up real close, it's not looking so good. So just warning you about this. But overall, I'm really, really enjoying it. And I'm just hoping that people don't notice by the end of the day that it's settling into my face. So yes, this is going to be a win for me. But at the same time, it's kind of like, it may not be a win for everybody. Also, you have to be really careful. This is a water-based foundation. So if you have a silicone-based primer, this is going to break up on your face so bad. It's going to be horrible. So I have actually been using this without a primer and have been liking that much better than using it with a primer. So Gina says, Jen had high hopes for this foundation. At 50, every line shows. Yeah, get a sample and try it out. If you can, get a sample and try it out. That's my recommendation for that. Let's see. Will it work for oily skin? I would look up some reviews. I can't recommend it for oily skin. I just can't. I can't. Mirelli says, oh crap, maybe not because I have pores. Oh gosh. Okay. Dark Spark says, hi, all late, but finally made it. Glad you're here. Alana says, Angie said the same thing. Angie from Hot and Flashy. Yes. I trust Angie with my life. So I don't know Angie personally, but she has great reviews. If you're she does a channel specifically for women who are more mature, targeting the, I guess 40 and up. I'm getting closer to 40, so I guess I'm becoming more mature. But yeah, if you're not subscribed to Hot and Flashy, you must. All right, this is one that is a big, huge awesomeness. This is the Tarte So Fine eyeliner. That is what is on my hand right there that will not come off. I will do a brand new swatch for you. It is so black and so amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love with this. It stays on all day. And this is my kicker. When I do a liquid eyeliner, this is what really gets me. There's a few things. Number one, the tip must be super fine. Check. It must be very black. Check. And the big thing is the wing. The wing on the side cannot rub off through the day. Cannot rub off, because flying crooked is not my thing. I hate it when I've got one side I've accidentally rubbed and then the other side is gone. This will stay. This will stay. Now, where I'm still reviewing this is I want to wait a month for my favorites next month, because I am concerned about any liquid eyeliner drying out over the month. So I am going to see how this lasts as far as the drying out. Oh, the other thing is the bend of the tip. You don't want the tip to be too stiff. You also don't want it to be too bendy. It's got the perfect tip. It's pretty stinking wonderful. And I don't say that lightly. It takes a lot for me to be impressed. So let me see, is it a brush or a felt tip? I think it might be a felt tip. It's very hard to see. Let me see if I can scrape it down a little bit. It's definitely a felt tip, because I can't scrape down any bristles. I don't want to put my finger in the very tip of it. It's a felt tip. It's a felt tip. Yes. Krista says the only thing I like from Tarte is the blushes. Well, this might be something you might want to check out. You know, Tarte has been a very missed brand for me as well. But lately, I don't know what's up. They've been stepping up their game a little bit. So anyway, the other thing I wanted to show you was the lipstick. This is the only one that I have. I got a little sample. It was like a 500 point perk. This is Beach Bum. And this is the Rainforest of the Sea lipstick. It's like something splash, something. I can't see it because Drenched Lip Splash. Am I really doing that? It's that time in my life, apparently. And it's wonderful. It is a fantastic formula. Its lasting power is really nice, fades down really nice. You feel super moisturizing, super hydrating. Just a really nice formula. I'm trying so hard not to buy more of these. Really trying hard. It's hard because they're so stinking expensive. And it's like, oh, do I really need more lipstick? No, I don't. And it's like, oh, but it's really good. The Tarte liner only comes in black. Christy wanted to know. Krista says the Pure Cosmetics new serum foundation seems nice. I might get it, but I kind of want the Urban Decay. Face to Face says this is my first time joining one of your chats. I've learned so much already. Thanks. Oh, I'm so glad. That's wonderful. Four Ladies says, ladies, an issue, mascara not staying put, even waterproof. Any ideas? You probably have watery eyes. You guys, collective brain, help her. Alana says, P.S. Jen, you're the first person to say my name right on the first try. Congrats and well done. Yes. You know how long it took me to say Mirelli correctly? Oh my gosh. A long time. So that makes a lot. It's important to me. Rosie says, buy at the IMATs. Oh, the Tarte? Maybe. That's a good idea. I am going to be at IMATs. If you are going to IMATs, I'm going to be at IMATs on Saturday with John. We're going to be walking around. So if you see me at IMATs, please, please, please come give me a hug so I can take a picture with you. Because that's important to me to take pictures with people so that I have memories of everybody that I've met. I want as many pictures of people in the collective brain as possible. Or if you don't want me to take your picture, that's okay too. Just come up and say hi anyway. All right. So let's go ahead and move on. Let me see. I'm seeing, make sure I didn't miss anything. Sandra says the Jessie's Girl liquid eyeliner is so good. You should try it. Sandra, Jessie's Girl liquid eyeliner is my holy grail. Is my absolute holy grail eyeliner. This may beat it. It might. It might. We just have to decide whether the price difference is worth it. That's what it comes down to, because performance-wise, they're the same. This one's really, it's thinner though. It's a little easier to work with. I hate to say it because Jessie's Girl has been my heart for a year. I bought 3 of those things, 3 or 4 of them. I bought Jessie's Girl eyeliners, and I don't repurchase stuff ever. So, and just the black one though. The colored ones don't tend to last as long as the black. I don't know what's up with that. They have a bunch of colors, but Deepa, I want to meet you too. I'll go to India. I want to meet you too. All right, so let's move on. I'm distracted. One thing I have to show you, Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. I have to show you this. Oh my gosh. If you don't own Eden and you got your coupon and you want to get an amazing eyeshadow primer, that's what it looks like. And it mutes out the discoloration. It's beautiful. If you have a MAC paint pot, you probably don't need this. But it's similar to the MAC paint pots as far as the opacity of it and how it makes your eyeshadow stay on longer. And it just gives you a really nice base to start with. Or if you're like used to using the NYX Jumbo Pencil and Milk, if you've used that before to kind of get yourself a white sheet of paper to start with, but you don't want something stark white, this is a great place to start. It is so wonderful. Daniel says, good old Eden. Daniel knows me. Daniel knows me. Jenny says, I'm going to Arizona the week of IMATs. Oh, no. What is that, Maddie? Maddie gave some kind of emoji. I don't even know what that is. What is that supposed to be? Justin says, such a good Ulta coupon. Justine says, good Ulta suggestion. Oh my gosh, Eden's amazing. Somebody just said, I love Eden and went by too fast. Samantha says, I got this because of you and I love it. Yes, I'm so glad. Natasha says, myself and my 7-week-old are just listening, watching you. This is the longest he has been still. He's just watching you. Hello. Hi. It's good to see you. Thank you for watching my video. Isu says, I got the original UD. The original Urban Decay Primer Potion is good, but it doesn't give you that muting out of discoloration that this one does. I did return the one in Minor Sin. The one in Minor Sin is very similar to the original, except for it has a little bit of sparkle in it, and I just wasn't loving it. I wasn't loving it, so I returned it. And Anaya, I'm hoping Anaya is the Ulta coupon for everyone. I don't I think so, but I think you email Ulta and see what they say. Say, hey, I've heard that there's a 20% off coupon going on right now, but I didn't receive one in my email. And then give them your account. Becky says, don't wear heels to IMAX. Oh, I love you, Becky. Becky knows when I went to Generation Beauty, I gave myself a stress fracture-ish thing in my foot in October, and I'm still healing from walking in high heels at Generation Beauty in October. So I will not wear high heels to IMAX. I do need to get a new outfit, though. I do need to. Oh, Mandy's here. Hi, Mandy. All right, Courtney, I have watery eyes, and I love Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes. It stays on for me. Thank you so much for following up on that, Courtney, with the request for knowing what mascara that will stay on eyes that don't like mascara to stay on. All right. Let's move on. Okay. Oh, I wanted to show these because these are kind of like a dark horse in the eyeshadow at high-end eyeshadow. The Buxom customizable palettes. What I recommend if you're in store is swatch these babies because they really are fabulous. I've heard the ones that are the newest one isn't quite as good as these. These are individual shadows, and what you do is you pop this out and you put the individual shadows in, but the quality of these things is so good. And I'm not a big Buxom person. Like Buxom has kind of always been a little meh for me, you know. But when I got these with Ipsy points. I was very lucky. It sold out really fast with the Ipsy points, but I was so thankful to get these. Oh my gosh, they're so stinking amazing. This one is, and I'll swatch a couple for you, even though, you know, finger swatches are only so much, but oh my gosh, they're so good. I got my friend Sandra. Sandra loves makeup. She's in the community. She, I got her to buy some of these when we went to the mall together once, and she like was dying over them. And she's a big high-end, like she loves her MAC eyeshadows. Like she's really big into all that stuff, and she was loving them. So definite recommend on these Buxom singles. But swatch the ones you like. Here's the other ones that I have. This one is really nice. This gold one. I don't know why I don't use these more. I need to use these more often. I'm running out of real estate here. Just really beautiful, really beautiful. And the other thing too is you can get shades, like if you see shades that you know you don't have in your collection, you customize it. You get the shades, only the ones that really, really work for you. You know, like you don't have to worry about that someone else has designed this palette. You're not going to use half the shades. Justine says, I love the Buxom eyeliners. And Rosie says the Buxom mascara is my favorite of all time. And you know what's funny, Rosie, is that I have this one here that I have a sample of. This is the Full and Fabulous Vanity Lash Mascara. And this was sitting in my drawer, and I wasn't using it. And I put it on, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a great mascara. Like, why have I not been using this? This is in Show Off Black. And it's a wonderful mascara. The brush is ginormous, but it works really, really well. Girlfriend, I feel like this is just as good. I do. Maybe this one's maybe a tiny bit better, tiny bit, but it's not worth the price difference for me. It's just such a tiny difference. The other one is the Steal a Huge mascara that I really like, just as much as this. But, you know, Jenny says the Buxom lip products are great. Their blushes are also very good. Krista says, I love the Buxom palette that I made. Shannon says, or maybe I should get a Buxom instead of NARS. You know, I've had really bad luck with NARS. Really bad luck. Like, I don't get the hype with NARS. And I know there's some die-hard NARS fans out there, die-hard NARS fans that are so loyal. And I seriously, like, everything I've ever tried from NARS has been like, meh, especially for the price point, because it's even more than a lot of the brands that I love. It's even more than Too Faced and more than, what other brands do I love right now? Kat Von D, sort of. She used to be one that I love, and now she's had so many missed products. I don't even know about Kat Von D anymore. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's a lot of missed stuff for NARS for me. Justine says, agree, not a NARS fan. Tiffany says NARS is not the best in my opinion. I think maybe it just gets a lot of hype on YouTube. I don't know. Cam says, I love the Steal a Huge lash. And Julie says, you don't use them for the same reason. I don't use a lot of my makeup. I have too much makeup. I'm an addict. Yeah, and I have too much makeup. I'm an addict too. I'm with you. We can be together in that. Helen says the NARS eyeshadows are great. And I've only had limited experience with NARS eyeshadows. Maybe I should try more. Gina says me and NARS are not friends. Missy wants to know if the NARS concealer is worth it. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've heard great things about it though. I've heard wonderful things. Let me see. What else do I want to show you on this table? I've got other stuff. Okay. We can talk about finishing powder. We haven't talked about this. Finishing powder. This was the holiday packaging, but this is the original Mineral Veil by Bare Minerals. Oh my gosh, if you don't mind a little bit of powder, this is like, it makes me feel like I'm in the 1950s when I use this. Like it feels very classic and beautiful. It's very soft on the skin, and it's messy. And I love it. I don't care that it's messy because it's just so fine and beautiful. It is one of those just classic, iconic, great products. If you go on Sephora's website and you look up the reviews for the Mineral Veil and also the Bare Minerals foundation, you'll find tens of thousands of positive reviews on this stuff. I mean, it's been around forever and it's amazing. And what I do is I use my blush brush here, my Real Techniques blush brush, and I flip the cap over. I dip this in here and then I tap it off into the cap. And then I go like that. I use the product from the cap and then I put the lid back on, because usually all of the product will collect in the cap and I'll be able to use everything that's in the cap all over my face. So that way I'm not dipping over and over again into the products. I'm hoping it'll help it to last longer. Michelle says, hi, Jen. Just made my Buxom palette, and now it's my favorite one I own. It stays on all day long, and it's beautiful, and I picked all the shades. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Alinaa says, so envious of powder users. I have dry skin, so no, no, no. Have you ever tried a finishing powder, though? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Look on and look and see. How does the Bare Minerals powder compare to the Laura Mercier one? I don't own the Laura Mercier one. I'm sorry. Shannon says, agree, love the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. I've been loving Bare Minerals lately. Yes, and speaking of Bare Minerals, here's another one that I want to recommend. And I have heard from my dry skin friends, I have heard that this works well for dry skin. This is a baby sample of it that I got. And this has been one of my favorite concealers of all time. And I was shocked at how good this stuff is. This is in Summer Bisque. This is the Bare Minerals Multitasking SPF 20 Concealer. I've talked about this a million bazillion times. All right, we're going to do a little test here. I've done this in live chat before, but I want to do it again because we have new people. And I know if you were here for the last time I did this, I apologize ahead of time if you've seen this before. But let me see if we can get this to work. All right, here we go. Foundation is a little darker than it normally is. All right, can you see the difference? Hopefully you can see the difference as far as the concealing. I can't look at myself and look at the camera at the same time. So it's just really, really, really nice as far as the concealing of the dark circles. I'm hoping you can see it. I don't know if you can or not, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I have to put on the other side now. I don't think I put concealer on this morning. That's why I feel like I'm getting away with it. Oh my gosh, CYR says I have bisque and I don't use it. What? Are you kidding me? Mirelli says it's lighter, but it does conceal dark circles really well. And I'm hoping you're seeing that as well. Hopefully that's coming off on camera because it's definitely coming off in real life. So I definitely brightened my under eyes. Hopefully it's not too bright because I forgot I used my foundation that's a little too dark today. So it's a little bit bright. Yes, definitely brighter, but hopefully you can see that it covered the dark circles too. So, and hopefully I don't look too freaky, but too bright. Blend it in, blend it in, blend it in. All right, so that was another thing I wanted to tell you about that I really, really enjoyed. Another thing, let's see. Oh, I want to talk to you for a minute about the Too Faced new matte lipsticks. Too Faced is is probably my favorite high-end brand because it's the most consistent. I will say that I cannot recommend to you these lipsticks. I just can't. They don't wear down well. I got the shades When in Doubt, Hey Girl, and then I got one more that I don't. Oh, is it over there? No, I don't know where it is. I'm not going to search for it. But anyway, they wear down terribly. Hey Girl. This was horrible in the wear down of it. It was so bad. Like, it's a beautiful shade, but unless you're willing to reapply this throughout the day, don't do it, because you'll end up with that patchy nastiness that happens with some like cheap lipsticks. It's ugly. It's ugly. The initial application is beautiful, very moisturizing, and they smell like licorice. That's the truth. But All right, and then When in Doubt is the lighter shade. The lighter shades get that little crusty right here on my lips. And Too Faced, I got 3 of these things. Too Faced is one of my is my favorite high-end brand, and Too Faced lipsticks are my holy grail lipsticks. It takes a lot for me to be like, no, because I love the La Creme lipsticks. Yep. And then who is that? Diana says, sad to hear, I love the La Cremes. I love the La Cremes too, but I can't recommend the matte ones, unfortunately. So yeah, I know. I'm very sad. I'm very, very sad. CYR says, busting bisque out today, especially because I've been sick for the past few days. Need all the things I can, need all the help I can get because the concealer is no longer concealing. Yes, I hear you. The melted liquid lipsticks. Yes, I have tried those, and I do very much enjoy the newer formula better than the older formula. The older formula kind of wore down a bit patchy, but the chocolate ones, I really enjoy a lot. I have quite a few of them, except for the one in diamonds. It's something chocolate diamonds. That one has like straight up glitter in it, like silver glitter. It's yucky. It's very yucky. I don't recommend that one, but I do like the other ones though. Very much. Very, very much. I know, Helen. 10 minutes left. Helen's my timekeeper. And if you want to continue this conversation, speaking of Helen, if you want to continue this conversation after the 10 minutes, you can pop over to our Facebook page. We have it's groups/what's up in makeup, facebook.com/group/what's up in makeup. And there's always great conversation going on over there about all of this kind of stuff. So feel free to pop by the Facebook group after this is over if you'd like to continue talking. All right. So anyway, let's see. What else I want to show you? Oh, what's on my brows today? This was a surprising winner for me. This is the Smashbox Brow Tech Shaping Brow Powder. That's what I have on my eyebrows today. And especially if you like Instagram brows, this is definitely going to be something for you. It's got like a spongy tip. There's powder inside here. And what I did was I drew the line, and then I filled it in, and then I spoolied it out. And it's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Really, really like that a lot. Helen says, I tried the liquid lipstick from Too Faced, only ones that I've tried. Ineffective Punch says, no, I mean that they have released a new melted line in different tubes that are dried down liquid lipsticks. Oh, no, those brand new ones? No, girlfriend, I did not get those. I have not gotten the brand new Too Faced liquid lipsticks. I have not tried those. They just came out, and by the time I got on there, they were all sold out. But I will tell you that I have them in my Sephora cart. If they come back in stock, I will be buying some. I want some very, 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 very much. Elise says, yes, the Facebook group is fantastic. Yay. And then Reich says, first time here with you. Super cool. I'm so glad that you're here. Yes, Instagram. Christine Lee 314. Excellent YouTube channel. Okay. Oh, one thing I wanted to do before we went is I wanted to tell you what I got at Ulta, because I placed that big Ulta order. Let me see. I have to search for it. And then I want to tell you what's in my Sephora shopping cart. I'm searching on my phone. It's the Ineffective Punch says everything Too Faced keeps getting is sold out ASAP. That's because they're such a consistently good brand, and it's really hard to find a consistently good brand for anything in makeup. There's always brands that they just mess it up. I wish they would learn to not release something if it's terrible, because they would have so much if they would stop doing that. Okay, so here is my cart. Okay, so first thing I got, look, there's my cart. That was what I bought. So I got, did I even make any sense? Did I even finish that last thought? Basically, what I'm trying to say is if companies stopped releasing things that were terrible, then people would trust them more and people would buy more stuff from them. And that drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. Okay. I know. Looking at you, Kat Von D. Exactly, Daniel. Exactly. All right. So speaking of that, while Daniel's here, if you didn't see my favorites and fails video, I'm like putting my arm up here on the chair and shaking you. I'm sorry. The Kat Von D eye primer, in the sticky thing, I didn't like it. It's not opaque. I would get Eden instead. If you want an opaque, canceling out discoloration eye primer, get Eden from Urban Decay instead of the Kat Von D eye primer, just so you know. Okay, so here we go. So in my cart, this is what I purchased from Ulta, the Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Highlighter in Sin. I did get that. I also got the Naked Skin One and Done, which is the new very light, it's like supposed to be like a light coverage foundation-y kind of thing in medium light. I got the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette. I got the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Sculpt Mascara in Black is Black. That's the new one. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but that one's pretty new. They had buy one, get one 50% off. I had to get this. The L'Oreal Magic Decrease Eyelid Primer. If you've ever seen me get ready, and whenever I put eyeshadow in the crease of my eyelid, I always say, up in the crease. And it's the Magic Decrease Eyelid Primer. I was like, yes, this one was made for me. Like, even though it's not decrease, like, you know what I mean? So I want to try that because I've never tried an eyelid primer from the drugstore that I've been in love with. I've had things that I like, but not that I'm in love with. And then next, I got some of the new Buxom liquid lipsticks. I got 2 of them, the Wildly Whipped lightweight liquid lipstick. I got Nudist, which is a beige buff. And then I also got Criminal, which is a black violet. I decided whenever I buy lip products, when I get 2, I get one that's in my comfort zone and one that's out of my comfort zone that I don't own the shade. So I got the black violet. Oh my gosh. So I got a nude one and I got like a bright purple. Because I don't own any lipsticks like that. I always stay in my comfort zone. So I'm excited to tell you guys all about those. I hope that they're good. I hope so. Oh, Tanya didn't like the Decrease one. Oh, no. Bad me. Krista says the Milani eye primer is her favorite. So, well, it can always go back to Ulta. It can always go back if I don't like it. Oh, no. That's so sad. Okay, so next up, I wanted to show you my Sephora cart because we've only got 4 minutes left, almost out of time. And I want to show you my Sephora cart of things that I plan on buying at Sephora. I don't know if I'm going to buy all this stuff, but Daniel says, Jen, girl, you can rock those crazy colors. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Becky says, you better wear it. I'm going to try. I'm going to need some encouragement on the Periscope. If you're not following me on Periscope and you like this format, we do this multiple times a day, all week long. Like, we get ready in the morning, we cook dinner at night. Like, we are constantly hanging out on Periscope. So if you like live chats, follow me on Periscope. Even if Periscope is, you download it to your phone and it's like this. So like, it's got the chat over on the side and we hang out and everybody's super nice. All right, so let me get into my cart. And I took a couple things out because I bought them at Ulta. Oh, speaking, girlfriend, I already told you all this stuff, and boyfriend, I already told you all this stuff. The only thing I didn't tell you that I'm thinking about getting, I'm not sure if I'm going to get, is a Makeup Forever HD Concealer. I have that in my cart because I kind of want it for reference because everyone talks about how amazing it is. Cheryl says, come join us. It's a blast. It is fun. Shauna says, I love being in Paralove. I love that you're a Paralove. Jenny says, unicorn tears. I didn't talk about unicorn tears. I'll see if I can fit unicorn tears in a minute. But I'm thinking about getting the Ultra Concealer, the HD Concealer by Makeup Forever. I also have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Blush in Tiger Lily. That's that orangey shade. Oh, I don't think I can get to it. Can I get to it? Yes, right here. So it's like an orangey shade. There's a few of them that are sold out. I'm hoping that it's still available when I want to actually buy it. It might be sold out by the time I want it. And then oh man, the matte liquid lipsticks are selling out again. The one that I wanted is sold out. Oh my goodness, there's only one left. There's only one left in Ben Snap. That's the only one that's available right now. So I'll cross my fingers that I get to get some of those, but I'm not gonna cry. If I can't get any of this, I'm not gonna cry. So that's $103, just 3 products I had in my cart. I had two Too Faced liquid lipsticks. I had the Becca blush, and then I had the concealer. That's 103 bucks. Money goes so fast at Sephora, doesn't it? It goes by so fast. Oh, let me get to unicorn tears. If you want to try something fun, I have a full review on this, and I haven't used it much lately. Hold on. Okay, we got pink chocolate. Okay, so this is Unicorn Tears by Too Faced. It's a little dusty because I use it as a topper over top of other products. Do you think I should? It does add up quick. It adds up quick. So basically this is crazy on its own. It's absolutely crazy. Let me put it over here. It's like iridescent. But when you top it over another lipstick, it's gorgeous. And I really need to dip back into this. I haven't used it in a while. It seems like after I reviewed it, I just kind of stopped using it. This is Too Faced Pink Chocolate. Let me do 2 swatches. We'll do pink chocolate by itself and then with unicorn tears on top. This is a really fun product if you want to get into something a little bit crazy. Okay, there you go. So we have unicorn tears by itself. This is pink chocolate, and that's pink chocolate with unicorn tears on top. Just so fun. Such a fun product. Let's see, anything else? Kenzie says, I'm in love with unicorn tears. Yes, it is 10 a.m. It's 11 in my time. Gonna get me some unicorn tears, Shannon says. Kristen Game is here. No joke, I'm gonna try to hold out on the sale this time. Just filmed a haul. Oh my gosh, Kristen. You're not following Kristen Game if you are not subscribed to Kristen Game, GEHM. Ooh, amazing reviews. 4 looks, 1 palette. The most unique, awesome palette reviews ever. So good, so good, so good. Unicorn Tears is really fun. It's really fun. It's a lot of fun. So I definitely recommend, if that's calling to you, to try it. It's very moisturizing too, very hydrating. All of the Too Faced lipsticks are very hydrating. So, all right, I gotta go. We're headed to Pennsylvania to hang out with my husband's brother. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off now, but I wanna thank you so much for joining me in chat today. That was just so much fun. I really enjoyed spending time with you. We will be back next week. I haven't decided what time we're gonna do the chat. I will update you on social media. I'm on Twitter as JenLuvsReviews. I'm on Instagram as JenLuvsReviews. I am on Periscope as JenLuvsReviews. I'm trying out Snapchat as JenLuvsReviews. I very rarely snap. Mostly I snap when I see something cool in the store, I'll snap it. But I haven't snapped a whole lot. I'm more of a Periscope girl. But yeah, so I'm JenLuvsReviews everywhere. That's where I'll update you as far as the time for next week. It's either going to be 10 or 5. I don't know yet. It just kind of depends on what happens this week and different plans and things and stuff. So it really should be 5 o'clock, but we might skip the 5 o'clock chat for this week. I don't know. Leave your comments down below about what you would prefer, and I will try to work it out. So I want to thank you again for being here. That was a lot of fun. Thank you to the Collective Brain. You guys are amazing. If you are not joining live, you can join the Collective Brain by typing in comments down below about what you think of the products that I have shown, and also some must-haves for everyone else, because we really need to work together to make sure that we're buying the best products. And even though you don't have a YouTube channel, if you don't have a YouTube channel, we have to get your information out there somehow. And the way that I love to hear what you have to say is in the comments down below, because I feel like as a YouTube user, I get to really speak my mind and reach a lot of people with my opinions, but I also want to hear other people's opinions that are sometimes much more experienced than mine. So please leave your thoughts and ideas of what people should buy at their Sephora, or Ulta down below, so that we can all learn from you as well. So thank you so much for watching, and mad love to you, and we will see you in chat next week. Mad love. Bye, my friends. Have a great week.